It was always sunset, you know, be home by sunset for dinner. And we'd spend hours, whether it was out in the woods or sailing on the lake or just running down the beach or somewhere. It was just always outside.
Bravery in the face of uncertainty.
Striker contact. Right.
Good job.
If you want to study snow, Silverton is the place.
What about me? My name is Jonathan Wilson. I work for Silverton Avalanche School. I have been in the San Juan Mountains for 12, 13 years, something like that. I'm a skier. That's only because I switched from snowboarding. I've got a bunch of other jobs. I'm a paramedic firefighter for Durango Fire. I work the ambulance here in Silverton. I ski patrol at Purgatory. I teach swiftwater and safety boat on the Colorado River in the summer. I went and took my rec courses here, and there was a great man named Leo Lloyd who I took several rescue courses from and begged him if I could carry his bags for him and watch him teach and learn how it's done. And just this morning, I was standing out with one of my coworkers, and we just stood there and among these majestic mountains, and we're just like, hey, let's take a moment to just be right here. I slept under the stars for most of the year for all my childhood. As animals, we've lived inside. We've lived under shelters of our own making. Our ancestors before that just lived outside. Right? Maybe they crawled into a cave during inclement weather, but they mostly slept under the stars. I think our normal state of being is under that open sky. I think it keeps me centered, keeps me kind of grounded on what's important in life. I don't seek the edge of my comfort zone. I have been thinking about moments or experiences that are unique and special, and then acknowledging those moments and those experiences. And it's not trying to sound all like hoodoo, I acknowledge the moment, but just to kind of be in that spot where, I've been deep in a cave underground where not many people have ever been. I've been far out on the ocean, a long way, days and days and days from any land, and just seeing nature in that raw, visceral state and saying, here I am. And all the steps in my life have led me to this moment. I should appreciate this moment. There's the Colorado River runs out of Colorado and into Utah. And I get to go boat that. And the first time I went down that, I was really gripped. And the more I go down there, right, I was definitely outside my comfort zone at that spot. But the more I've gone down that river, the more laps I've done down Cataract Canyon, the more in my comfort zone that place is. The more I go down it, some of those overwhelming stimuli, they become more of that comfort zone. And now I get to see other things, right? I get to notice that flower growing in that crack, or the way that wave breaks a really cool way, and how we can go play in there and things of that nature. I don't know if I know what it means to be an educator, but I know what I like about being an educator. Sometimes I talk about it like it's a drug, like it's a hit, like it's a euphoric feeling. When you are connecting with a student or a group of students and learning is occurring, and it builds on each other. And it just, as the class goes, it gets better and better. And you just have this really great moments. I've never been a pop star up on stage, but I imagine that's what that feels like, where you just are in sync with a group of people. I rely on a whole lot of, I call it the PBJ, the passion, beauty, and joy. I have a passion, beauty, and joy for rescue and rescue education. I think I bring that passion, beauty, and joy for what the fundamentals are, what the practical stuff is. Throw away the stuff that's just out there and really get into the meat and potatoes of what we're teaching. At Silverton Avalanche School, school is a huge part of that name. And we work a lot, I think, on the education part and how we deliver the information to the student and how we listen to the student and find out what their needs are through the course and tailor it to them. It's a little different from having 50 PowerPoint slides and I'm gonna read to you all 32 points on slide 17. It's a much more adult education oriented place. As a firefighter for Durango Fire, I was sitting in the fire truck and we were going to a call. Somebody has a problem that they can't solve, they usually call 911. And then we get to show up and go deal with the problem, stabilize the situation, make life-saving treatments to patients. Or maybe it's not so life-saving, maybe we're just there to create comfort. What a privilege it is to be sitting in that chair, to be sitting in that seat, in that fire truck, going to the thing. The privilege of being able to answer that call, that I think, and I'm super proud of that, right? Because that's some hard stuff. You got to go to the fire academy, and you've got to pass, these tests. Be trusted with, a variety of drugs and the ability to treat patients. All those steps they're all hard steps, and the people who do it are really amazing people, and I'm proud to have been able to sit in the same truck with those people.